Hi, Claude Whitacre here. I'm a sales trainer. I talk to groups of salespeople and sales managers and groups of people that own their own business. Well, I have a book that I want to tell you about, and I think that you're going to get something out of it no matter what business that you're in. It's the book Go Pro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional by Eric, I hope I pronounced this right, Worre, W-O-R-R-E. Go Pro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional by Eric Worre. Okay. First of all, I want to tell you, I'm not a network marketer. I don't have an organization. I'm a consultant. I'm a sales trainer, and I own a retail store, which we're standing in right now. But I got to tell you, of all the things that I know about how to promote a business and make money and all that, very, very few things come from my core business. In other words, in my retail store here, there's about 71 things that I do to generate money for this retail store. 70 of those things, meaning all but one, come from outside my core business. And a few of those ideas come from the network marketing business. Now, I'm going to recommend this book if you're in business at all. And I'm going to say that if you're in a network marketing business or thinking of getting in some kind of network marketing company, I would absolutely recommend buying this book, and for several reasons. Okay. First of all, he talks about the difference between the different ways of making money, like owning your own business or investing money or having a job. He talks about different kinds of ways of making more money. And he's very expert at showing you how network marketing is really the best way to make money. In other words, if you are a salesperson, he says nice things about salespeople, but then it's really the network marketing is the thing that you should be doing, and it's the logical thing that you should be doing to make extra money for yourself. I understand. I understand that point of view. If it was a book on selling, it would be explaining why here's the 12 different ways you can make money, but selling is the way. See, if it was being a stockbroker, here's the 12 different ways of making money, but really when it comes down to it, stockbroking is really the way you want to go. So it was informative in that way. The other thing is it covers the different aspects of owning a network marketing business. For example, how to find prospects. This is high content material. In other words, this book right here, which I think is $7 or $8, it's not a very expensive book, it really is packed with useful information if you're selling anything or if you're recruiting people for anything. It's a very useful book. You explain how to explain to somebody your opportunity. It explains why, if somebody's not interested in your opportunity, why they're not interested. And it makes it pretty painless, gives you ways of talking to people, approaching people, letting them bring up your business, different ways of getting people to talk about the business that you're offering without feeling threatened or without being salesy. It's really quite a lot of good information about that. It also talks about how to present your offer to people, how to help them once they become distributors. In other words, not just how to recruit them into your organization, but how to keep them and help them grow. You want these people to be successful because once you get that person, that doesn't end. You recruit them, that's not the end of the deal. You recruit them, then you work with them for a long period of time, and that investment pays off over and over and over again. It also talks about promoting events, and I have to tell you, I do know something about this because I hold events myself, and I've worked at events. And when you're recruiting somebody for a network opportunity, or you're recruiting somebody for a business or a position or something like that, that's an interview and that's interesting, and a lot of times people just sort of leave it at that. But man, there's just nothing stronger than getting in a room with 500 or 1,000 or even 100 other people that think like you do and are talking about how they're getting results and how they're being successful and the things that they're doing to guarantee that they're making money in their business. Okay? Nothing is going to cement that new recruit more than taking them to an event and making sure that they see a major event. Even if I'm not talking about an event in somebody's house. I'm talking about an event in a hotel. You probably are flying or driving several hours. You might be staying for a couple of days. those kind of events. And I got to tell you, Mr. Worre, he gives a great series of reasons why that's a good way to build your business. It can be initially slightly expensive, but it really pays off in spades. Also, he talks about using tools, and I'm a big believer in tools. In like if you're selling, I actually use my books. I have 5 books right now, and I use them to prospect. People read my books and they call me up. If I'm going to be doing a speech for somebody, I send them a copy of the applicable book that I've written for 2 reasons. One is to show them that I'm an expert if they read the book, and really if they don't read the book, which I'm assuming most of them don't, it's just to show them that I'm an expert and an author because I wrote a book. You know, he wrote the book. That kind of makes you an expert just by doing that. So when Mr. Worre talks about tools, of course one of the tools he talks about is his book. And that's a very intelligent thing to do, you know, when you're saying, which is good advice. It's not just self-serving. Of course it is self-serving. Everything in business is self-serving. I mean, you're doing things for profit and you're doing things to improve your business. And I believe that one of the reasons that there's like over 1,500 reviews on this book, where the average business book might have 10 or 15 reviews, there's 1,500 reviews on this book, and it's not an old book. Why is that? Well, because I believe that this man sells these in large quantities, in bulk, to people that have network marketing companies or network marketing organizations. And that's a good way to sell a book, I gotta tell you. Anyway, my suggestion is to go get GoPro 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. I would absolutely suggest it, even if you're not in the network marketing business. Claude Whitacre here, thanks for listening.